This is my new label maker to help me get organized. Thank you to phomemo for sending this. Without further ado, let's go ahead and open it up and try it out. First off, I really like the packaging. It's very pretty. And inside the label maker is wrapped in a plastic bag and it's also nestled in some foam. Let's go ahead and open it up. So this label maker is pretty lightweight and it fits right in the palm of your hand. It also comes with an instruction pamphlet. And by the way, this is a D30 label maker, and the instructions tell you to scan the QR code to install their app. The instructions also come in different languages, and they even include some pictures and diagrams that explain the different parts of the label maker. And here we have the charging cable, a USB micro B on one end and a USB A on the other. It's pretty short though, so I'll likely use my own charging cable. And they also threw in 3 rolls of labels, which means I can start printing my labels right away. The label size for each roll is 12 millimeters by 14 millimeters, which is perfect for labeling all my jars and containers in the kitchen, my drawers, and shelving in my craft studio, as well as my boxes and baskets in the laundry room. Let's go ahead and plug this in, and like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be using my own charging cable since the one they gave you is too short for my setup. This flashing green means that the unit is charging, so let's go ahead and open it up and load a roll of labels inside. Oh, and by the way, this is what the label looks like. I like how they have rounded corners, so I'm going to go ahead and load this into the machine, and I like how they designed it so you can fit your finger into the spacing to adjust the roll. So before we can print the labels, we need to install their app. Since I'm installing this on my phone, I borrowed another phone to film, so apologies in advance if the picture quality is not so good. I went ahead and used my phone's camera to scan the QR code they provided in the instruction pamphlet, and it automatically brought me to their Printmaster app in the Google Play Store. So I'll go ahead and install the app. And here's the Printmaster welcome screen, and I'll go ahead and click Auto Connect. So something very important for the setup is that the app requires location to be turned on, and the Bluetooth on your phone must also be enabled so the app installed to your phone can connect to the label maker. So I've gone ahead and done that, and now the app is searching for the label maker so it can connect to it. Want to make sure that the unit is powered on by long pressing the round button for a few seconds. Once your phone finds the label maker, a Bluetooth pairing request will display. D30 would be the label maker unit that you would want to pair with. And look at that, I'm ready to print my first label. So let's go ahead and test this out. And we're doing this in real time so you can see how quickly the label actually printed. I think that was pretty fast. Let's check the label out. The label actually looks good. It printed black and there's no bleeding or blurring whatsoever. I also noticed that the label has a bit of a smooth, glossy sheen to it, which means it won't be easy to rip. And let's see how sticky it is. The stickiness is just like tape. All in all, I like the quality. But I'm also curious to know what other types of labels you can make, so let's see what other features come with the app. They have a creation mode on the home page. Here you have some label settings for the paper type and size. You can also configure borders and lines on the label if you want. And once you start typing, towards the bottom you have more options to configure the font size and shape. If you know how to use a word processor, this has similar features. You can zoom in and zoom out the font. You can center the font and configure the formatting like bolding, italicize, and underline. You can even rotate the words on the label. And looks like they also have an option for you to create a barcode by entering digits. And there's also an option to create your very own QR code. And then if you go back to the home page, you can click into their operation guide where there are lots of help files to guide you on how to use the label maker and all of its different features.